Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to create a USB-based digital Signage display system. This is particularly useful for audio-visual conferencing systems. And here, what I will do is to configure a PowerPoint presentation for automatic playback using MP4 file that is stored on a USB drive. And I would enable slide timing and continuous video playback. So to get started, this is what I will do. I will first, as you can see here, I've already created a PowerPoint presentation with 3 slides. I'll click on the first slide, select the first slide, and then in the ribbon, I select the transitions tab, and then in the transition effect, I have to look for a transition of my choice. You can select anything you want, but in my own case, I will go to curtains. I'll select curtains, and then I move over to the right side of the ribbon, and under advanced slide, I will uncheck on mouse click, and then check after, and set the timing to 5 seconds, and then click on apply to all. Then the next thing I will do is to move over to file, click on file, and then click on export, and then click on create a video. I have to make sure I select the best video quality here, full HD 1080p, and that's pretty much okay. And make sure that the use recorded timings and narrations are also selected, and the seconds spent on each slide is 5 seconds. It's already been done. And then I create a video, click on create video. So, and that's going to be MP4. So, and then you put in the file name, and then export it to your USB drive or anywhere in your computer system, and then you can later move it to your USB drive. So I'll click on export. Asking for me to save in a different location, that's okay. So I take it to my USB drive and just give it a file name. Click on export. So the PowerPoint presentation with the transitions effects, they've all been, everything has been lumped together, and I have created an MP4 file out of that, and then save it to my USB drive. So the next step in the process is for me to go ahead and then insert the USB drive into a smart TV and then get it going. Okay, so here I'm setting up audio visuals for local church unit, and I have a couple of TV with me here. One is a Samsung smart TV, and then the other one is a LG Hospitality Commercial TV running WebOS 5.0. So here I'm just going to demonstrate how I can run the MP4 file on one of these TVs. So I will be using the LG Hospitality Commercial TV. And so what I have to do here is to get to the back of the TV. So right here I will stick in the USB drive at the back of the TV, and then coming to the front of the TV, To get this to run, you just have to pick up the remote controller, and then I have to click on this button here, this one right here. So I have to click to bring the mouse up. So as you can see, the mouse is already up there. I have the mouse pointer. So what I will do, I have to go to, if you look at the options that are given down here, you see screen share. You have AirPlay for Mac Apple devices, and then you also have Ultra USB. So you can easily identify my USB drive that I put there. So what I will do, I just go ahead and then click on that, click on the Ultra USB 1. So I click to open that up, and as you can see here, I have a couple of files on the screen. So I will choose the one that is the right one, which is essentially this one that the mouse pointer is actually looking at. So I'm going to go in, just scroll up to that, and then play that. So as you can see, this is exactly what I was talking about. So here you can easily set this up for a large audience to look at it. If you have something like a PowerPoint presentation, but export it out as the MP4 file. So this is going to loop over and over and over again and again and again, depending on how long you want it to go. So it's going to loop infinitely until you decide to stop it. To stop this from looping, we have to pick up the remote controller and just hit once on the enter button. So that's going to stop the playback. And then what you have to do next is to bring up the mouse by clicking on this button here, and so that will bring up a mouse pointer. So you have to go down to the USB drive, Ultra USB 1, and then when you look at it, you will see eject, because you need to eject it from your system. So you have to take the mouse pointer to eject, and then click on that. And so you guys can see it says you can now remove the device. So you have to go back to the back, get to the back of the TV, and simply remove the USB drive. So to perform the same demonstration on the Samsung TV, I have to pick up the USB drive and get to the back of the TV. So you can see that the USB drive has been identified by the TV. So next, is to click on the home button on the remote controller. So just click on the home button. And so these options are gonna show up. So what you need to do is use the left arrow key to go to the left, move to the left until you're able to highlight the source. So look at it, the source right there. So you have to click on enter in the remote controller. And so right up there, you can see that the USB drive has been identified as Ultra. So you have to use the right key to go to it. And then you have highlighted it, so you have to hit enter. As you can see, I have a couple of files there. So I have to look for the, play the specific file that contains the MP4. So I have to go use the right arrow key and go right, and then hit enter to start playing. So to stop the playback, you pick up the remote controller once again, and then just hit enter on the remote controller twice to stop the play. Yeah, that's all you have to do to get the MP4 file running and looping on the TV. Thank you for watching.